Hey, what's up? We are back painting ABC Warriors. I've only got 2 models left, so we got today's model and obviously a big job, big mech. Absolutely love this model. I'm gonna be sad. I've got some doubles of like the troop choices, but ultimately I have reached the end of ABC Warriors as well now. So that's Slain complete, ABC Warriors complete. I guess we move on to Strontium Dog soon, and then Judge Dredd for the rest of the year. Now, today we are painting the G-Men Grav vehicle. I am not a fan of panel highlighting. I am not a fan of flat models. I am not a fan of big models, full stop. So let's see how I get on. Right, so here we are, the second to last ABC Warrior vehicle that I have in my collection. It is, of course, the Grav Car for the G-Men, and there was a part of me that wanted to leave this model till last because I've got MechQuake sat there waiting, staring at me. He's a big job. He wants me to get him painted, but I felt like if it's going to be my last ABC Warrior model out of the full collection, I have doubles of some figures that I plan on painting, but realistically Big Mech is going to be the final ABC Warrior that I paint, so I have to get the car done now. Cars have a lot of flat panels. It's not something I really paint on a day-to-day basis. I love priming my models, I love dry brushing them white, and I love just slapping on speed paint. Speed paint isn't great on flat surfaces, so I started off by priming this car black, and then I went over it with Abaddon black as well. And this has given me quite the strong dark tone to work off, but I need to have some highlights on it, which means edge highlighting. Edge highlighting is such a pain in the heat. The paint is drying on my brush quicker than I can get it on the model. And to be honest, unless I'm this close to the camera, you can't see it. You'll see it on the final model, and when it's on the game table, you'll see it because I decided to go thicker than what I was originally. But goddamn, I hate paneling. It's just not something I enjoy. I have the finished model in my hand and I like the look of it. I enjoyed painting it, but goddamn was the paneling so annoying. I can't express enough how much paneling and edge highlighting just annoys me. It's not how I enjoy painting, but I got it done and I moved on to Lead Belcher to pick out all the silver parts. Now, obviously, I hate talking about my painting. It's actually strange that I've kicked off this painting video with me talking about painting. That's just how much I genuinely did not like the panel painting. But anyway, let's move on. We are going to talk about the G-Men and the car. There's not really much to say about the car, it's a car. But the G-Men, let's talk about them first. Led by the sinister Dr. Grobari, the G-Men bring zero tolerance to the hideous, ever-changing construction site that is the city of Mekana. Detective Inspector Stern and the other G-Men are capable of skywalking by injecting anti-gravity fluid directly into their veins to take the fight to reclaim the streets. Their weapons firing 9-inch tungsten-coated armor-piercing nails. It's time to grav up, right? That's just like a terrible description of them. You gotta think they're like the secret police. They're kind of a weird mix of witchfinders and Gestapo. They hate robots. They're designed to take down robots. And this is their mode of transport. And it's fun. It's a weird kit. Putting it together, the car itself is one giant chunk of resin, which surprised me. Wasn't expecting that. And then the 4 grav engines, one on each wheel, is separate pieces that you have to glue in. And they're different types of resin, which quite surprised me. Now, you really want to make sure you've washed this. Took the prime a few coats, I'm not gonna lie. There were some areas that I obviously didn't wash well enough, and it still had the release agent in it. So please, if you're watching this video and you haven't done that yet, wash it. Give it a good strong wash. Then, weirdly, The engines are all separate pieces made of a different type of resin, so you're going to want to scratch them up, scuff them, give them a little sand. Wherever you're putting the super glue on, give them a little scrub, rough them up a little bit. It's going to help you in the long run. And once you've got them glued, make sure it's fully set. Don't mess with it. Don't touch anything. Just let it set, let it sit. You'll be much happier for it. Now, these sinister looking Grav cars move through the city using their Grav engines, and they're designed to intimidate everyone who sees them because with their sleek and foreboding vehicle, they can carry 4 passengers and they pretty much ignore terrain and other models when moving. This kit was fun. I gave it away free, I believe, at an open day, which really surprised me. It sells for about 50 US. Now that it's not for sale anymore, I have no idea what it's going for on the second-hand market. In my head, I'm going to get a lot of use out of this vehicle. Obviously for ABC Warriors, I'm going to use it as terrain in Judge Dredd. Might even use it as a vehicle in Judge Dredd that some block gang maybe can use, some like crime boss, mob boss. Maybe the witch hunters have come to Mega City 1 trying to seek a rogue robot that's come loose. Otherwise, I can also see me using it maybe in Warhammer 40k 2nd edition. Could be a Gene Stealer cult vehicle. But I 100% can see this being a terrain piece for me. And I'm quite happy with that. I don't mind it being a terrain piece. It's going to look nice just sat on the table. Whether it gets used or not, it's going to look great in the backgrounds. Now, I layered down the lead belcher on the bumpers, the grille, the icons, the lamps for the lights. I'm not a car guy, so correct me if I'm wrong with any of this terminology. And the windows. Now, on the photos I can see the windows have a silver trim, so it made sense to put the silver there. But I'm also hoping that with a blue wash, the windows are going to get like this shiny effect to them as well. We'll see how that works for us. But right now we're working on the red. So realistically, the model that I'm referencing is off the Warlord Games website. And the only red they have is the stoplights at the back. I thought that was a bit boring, as I do. So I'm adding some onto the Grav engines. You know, these are important cables. They're going to be red. I think on their one they use blue, but that just doesn't work for me. And with all that done, I then grab the Zealot yellow, and we're going to do my classic trick, which is painting this on to make it look like gold. It just works for me. You either love it or you hate it. I personally quite enjoy it. So I'm going to cover the icon with it. I'm also going to hit up the 2 smaller inner lamps. I don't want them to be golden looking, but they're obviously going to be the running lights of the vehicle. I might go over them at a later date with a stronger yellow, but for now they're just going to be Zealot yellow. We're going to enjoy it for what it is, and we'll move on with our lives. Now, the thing that I also dislike with this is that it's so big. I don't paint big models, or I rarely paint big models. Having to handle it means that I'm having to really wait until the paint is dry, because I don't want to get fingerprints on it. I don't want to rub off any paint that I do have on it, and now and again I do, and it really annoys me. I could buy a paint handle. I could have put this on maybe a big ass tube or something, but yeah, I feel like I'm handling the model too much. That also slightly annoys me. And then I'm using speed paint, and I can see it slightly overflowing onto the body of the vehicle. And I don't like that either. It's a completely different way of painting, and I need to get over myself. If I plan to do bolt action, I 100% need to get used to painting vehicles again. It's not something that I do often, but bolt action is going to have tanks that I need paint. So I just got to get over myself and get on with it. We then grab the magic blue. I'm going to use this on all the engine parts and the lights at the front. Now this doesn't work exactly how I want. The lights at the front and these engine pieces that I'm currently painting This is the one and only coat I do of the magic blue. But the windows themselves, I wasn't 100% happy with. So I did a second coat later on. You're not going to see me doing this in the video because I wasn't sure about it. But I gave them a second coat thinking it might darken them down. That didn't work either. So I ended up using Cloudburst Blue, and that really knocked the color down, and that made me happy. I want it to look dark, I want it to look sinister, so I just needed to pick the right blue. So when you see the final video of it spinning around and photographs and what have you, you'll notice the windows are a darker shade. It's also worth noting that off camera, once I finish this stage, I hit everything with a black shade. This helps smooth out some of my panel lines. It also helps darken down the lead belcher. And then I go back in to get the icons back to being bright again with that Stormhost Silver. But yeah, it's an annoying piece of kit. It's a beautiful car. If somebody else painted it for me and it was in my collection, I'd be like, yeah, I love this. But because I had to paint it, I'm like left feeling a bit frustrated by the whole process. But it's done. I'm happy that it's done. I'm holding the finished model in my hand and I am super happy with it. I just don't sound it when I'm talking about it, which is hilarious, but I am truly happy with it. And yeah, why don't you drop me a comment? What is a project that you hated the process of painting it, but the final result has made you happy? Just drop me a comment below. Let me know. And while you're there, make sure you're dropping a like, drop a subscribe, share me with your friends, buy me a cup of coffee if you want. If you don't want to, no harm in that. Help me get to 3,000 followers so we can have another painting competition. And I will catch you, hopefully with MechQuake, in the next video real soon. Well, actually, that'll be next Saturday. Next video, I'm eyeing up the Amble. Might be a 40k Amble in the next video. So make sure you come back, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I know I've already said it. It's very important though. And I will catch you again real soon. As always, cheers for watching. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and then go watch this one. This one up here. Give it a click. Bye-bye.